Happy Memorial Weekend, folks, and it is Saturday, and you're probably going, wait, what is Tristan doing the video on Saturday? That's usually Kyle that does that stuff. Well, my dear partner in crime is resting right now. He's a little under the weather, so, you know, here I am. But you know what? I love Chardonnay. I love Chardonnay that doesn't have a whole lot of stuff added to it. And today's wine is the Diatom Chardonnay coming out of Santa Barbara County. You know, essentially that area, the terroir there is very unique, and it's really pretty much great for growing Chardonnay. This comes from the Los Alamos Valley, which is, you know, in Santa Barbara, and the reason why they have all this diatomaceous fossilized soil is because it's one of the only valleys that runs east and west in California. So if you look at Napa Valley and Sonoma and Central Coast, most of the valleys basically run north and south. So essentially you have the Central Coast range that pretty much blocked all of those, you know, sea fossils from really getting over that mountain range, whereas in Santa Barbara, essentially it's nothing but the coast going inland. And so most of the Pinot Noir and Chardonnay that comes from Santa Barbara is closer to the coast. And as you move inland towards like Ballard Canyon, you get more the Syrah, more the Rhone style grapes, Grenache Blanc. And then as you move even further in Santa Barbara, you get Happy Canyon, which is basically Bordeaux varietals. Basically, I was once told the temperature goes up 1 degree for every mile you go inland. So, you know, if you're going from, let's say, Lompoc, which is next to the coast, it could be foggy like it is outside now, and basically we've had May gray all month. And if we're close to the coast like us, it could drizzle, it could clear up not until 4 in the afternoon, and then boom, 6, 7 o'clock, the fog's back. So it's cold, and it's a long growing season. So it's a lot like Lompoc, and Lompoc basically starts where the Santa Rita Hills are, and just over the Santa Rita Hills is the Los Alamos vineyard, or vineyards, I should say. And that's where this wine comes from. It comes from a single block called Bar M. It is a single block, and it's just Chardonnay. And what is different about this wine than most other Chardonnays that are made in California is that it's pretty much the pure expression of the grape. And what I mean by that is winemaker Greg Brewer, who you may know, famous for Brewer Clifton and his work at Melville, and, you know, was winemaker of the year. So the guy knows wine, and he knows Chardonnay specifically. And so he found this one block in the Bar M vineyard, and he just loves the Chardonnay that comes from it. And he's like, you know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna make something that is a pure expression of Chardonnay. So basically, he picks it at night when it's cold. It goes strictly or directly into stainless steel during fermentation. He allows malic acid, but then he blocks the mallow. So what he's trying to do is obtain just the purest expression of Chardonnay. I love it, a la Chablis, okay? You know, we're talking energy in the wine. That's what he wants to create. Energy. And this is, you know, this is the type of Chardonnay we used to make back in the 70s. Well, not I didn't make them in the 70s, but in California, you know, but things like Schaefer, Montelena, Stag's Leap, you know, with the famous wines back then that, you know, won the Paris Challenge, you know, back in the 70s. So essentially what this is a pure expression of Chardonnay. It's aged in stainless steel, and that's it. That's it. It's basically the fruit. And what's interesting though with Chardonnay as opposed to other grapes is that Chardonnay is still rich. There's still a richness to the texture of Chardonnay. You may get a lot of like lemon curd and pineapple and a lot of citrus notes in this wine, because I do when I taste it, but I love the energy. And that's something when you put the wine through, malolactic fermentation. Basically, malolactic is that creams the wine a little bit. And then if you stick it in oak, you're going to get more of the oak flavors in the wine. But with this wine, basically, you're just getting Chardonnay. I love it. I mean, this is my kind of jam because I love Chablis too. And what's really cool about this wine also is 23 vintage, so it's pretty fresh, but that's how they want it. 93 points Wine Spectator, and 93 points Wine Spectator is a pretty high score. And you know what, for $22, $21.98 to be exact, man, this is very good California Chardonnay. This is kind of comparable to, maybe Premier Cru Chablis. Because again, it's a single vineyard, just like if you were to, go for a single vineyard Premier Cru Chablis. And at, again, $21.98, it's an outstanding buy for the money. So anyways, happy Memorial Day. Like and subscribe. We always like that. Hit the notification bell because, you'll know about this wine before others do if they get the email, and not to mention the fact that we have what we have. So because it comes from one single block, it is limited in its production. So again, have a great weekend, have a safe weekend, and we'll catch you later.